Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Introduction to International Relations. I will be your professor. My name is Wes Jameson. You can call me Professor Jameson, Professor Wes. You can even call me Wes. Today we're just going to be talking about the syllabus just a little bit to let you guys kind of give you an introduction into the course. There will be a small assignment at the end, but it is very simple, I promise you. And then we'll get started in earnest next week with material and another lecture. So I'll give you guys a second to please open up the syllabus and let us start talking about it. Okay. So again, my name is J. Weston Jameson. A little bit about myself. I went to the University of Texas at San Antonio for my bachelor's and my master's. I got a bachelor's in economics and a master's in economics. I then went to Texas Tech for my Master's of Political Science, and I should be graduating in May with my Ph.D. in Political Science. My office hours, online of course, are Tuesdays and Thursdays, 11 to 12:30. Now what that means is if you send me an email between those hours, I will immediately answer it to the best of my ability. If you cannot send me an email in that time, don't worry, you can email me at any time, and I will answer it as quickly as I possibly can. And I'm also available to Skype if you need to speak to me with me face-to-face. Okay, so just a couple of my expectations for what I want you guys to get out of this course. We're going to be talking a lot about, initially, the theories of international relations, the very broad theories of international relations, the problems and the isms. Essentially, realism, liberalism, constructivism. What are they? How do they interact with each other? And how we can identify them. The next part of the course will deal with war and conflict. This includes civil war, terrorism, balance of power theories. What I'm really trying to get across from you is, what are the causes of war? The third section will deal with international political economy. And what we're going to be talking about there is essentially the United States and our position in the world, where our economy fits. How do other economies fit into ours? And do these economies, how do they interact in the world community? The last section will be globalization and development, and we're going to be talking about there is the environment, climate change, feminism, and how does feminism apply both to the United States and to third world countries. There is a required text for this course. It looks like this. Again, this is by Sharov and Zubak. It's the brief edition, and it should be very inexpensive. You should be able to find it online used for a very small price. Owning the book is extremely important. Since this is an online course, it's all up to you. I will be giving you readings from this book most weeks. Other weeks I'll be posting material on Moodle for you to read. I will also be posting YouTube links. It could be one-on-ones just like this, or it could be PowerPoints with me speaking over them to help you out. Either way, it is very important, and it is also important to know that it is completely all on you, and you need to make sure that you read and watch these videos each week. All right, classroom civility. I know we're going to be emailing each other a lot, and we may have disagreements. The most important thing is that we are completely civil towards each other, and that we keep a level of decorum. Attendance, well, it's online, so there's no real attendance policy. However, I will be giving you an assignment each week, and it is a one-page paper. We'll get to that here in a second. But your attendance is based on, can you get this work done in 5 days? A one-page paper shouldn't be that big of a deal given the readings that I give you. And as such, I cannot accept late work. I will not accept late work. There will be no exceptions for late work. So it is on you to make sure that you get me a one-page double-spaced paper for your attendance each week. And we're going to get into that here in a little bit. First, let's talk about the grade distribution. All right, so there will be 4 tests in this course, 3 midterms and 1 final. Okay, now I have arranged for the percentages of this class so that your lowest midterm test will be dropped. I cannot drop the final. I will not drop the final. The final is mandatory. but I will drop the lowest of the midterm tests. Alongside with this is your weekly essay that is worth 40% of your grade. Now, that's a huge percentage. You need to be able to do this. You need to be able to participate in order to get a good grade on this test. Your exams, again, they will be open book. I cannot stand over you, but the one thing they will not be is class cooperation. I do not want you guys working together to pass these tests, and I'm going to try to engineer the test so that makes it pretty difficult. And you will have a time limit. They will be posted on Moodle at a certain point, and you will have a certain amount of time to finish them. Again, all the readings that I post are required. Let's just get down to, the paper. We need to talk about the paper. All right, so I require every week a one-page, double-spaced, collegiately written paper. And that means it needs to be MLA consistent. And that means please don't mess with the margins. Please don't mess with the margins. I need to see very good grammar. It also needs to have two sources, two academic sources. Don't cite Wikipedia. I don't mind some articles as long as they're cited and sourced correctly. At the end of every paper, I expect a reference sheet, which should have 2 or 3 references. It's not going to be a large assignment, but you will be answering a prompt that I give you each week. I will have everything posted to Moodle by 5 p.m. on Monday each week, and it will be due Friday by midnight, okay? The papers will be graded on a 4-point system, 4 being perfect. There is absolutely no issues with the paper. 3 being that it's complete with some structural issues, but it definitely has its 2-sided sources. 2 means incomplete, structural problems, no sources or citations. 1 point equals incomplete, structurally incomprehensive, no sources or citations. And 0 means you just didn't bother to turn it in. Okay, if we talk about the course calendar, of course this week is introduction and syllabus week. Your assignment for this week is to email me. And, make it a professional email. Tell me something about yourself. If you have any issues that I need to know about, please include it in this email. And then next week we'll get started in earnest with our first material, which will be Chapter 1 of the Shroff and Zubach International Relations book. And then after that, I'll be posting some material, and then we'll have our first exam in week 5, September 25th to 29th. And then we're going to go into war. Your second exam will be week 9, October 16th through the 20th. Then we are going to international political economy. Your third exam will be week 13, November 13th through the 17th. And then we start talking about the environment, feminism, globalization. And your final exam will be week 17. Keep in mind, these exams are not cumulative. So each exam you will only be tested on the material that you've had since the last exam. That's pretty much all I have for you guys this week. Please do not forget to email me informing me about who you are, what did you do for the summer, anything. Tell me a little bit about yourself, and please be very professional. I want to see your writing skills in this email. And so that's all I have for you guys this week. Don't hesitate to get me by an appointment. Email me for any issues. I'll expect this assignment email due by Friday at midnight, and I wish you guys a great week. Have a good start of classes.